In this video, we will show you how to replace your rear wheel bearing on this Honda Accord. This will be located behind your rear wheel. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we need to do is safely raise and support the rear of the vehicle so the wheels are off the ground. Once you've done that, continue on with all 4 of your 19mm lug nuts, the hubcap, and the wheel. Now that we have the wheel off, the next thing that we need to do is remove the brake drum. Commonly, you're going to find that it's stuck in place. If that's the case, you can see that you do have threaded ports on the drum itself. You could find miscellaneous bolts that will go into there. As it screws in, it's going to press up against the wheel bearing and pull it away. Otherwise, you could tap on this with a hammer. Ours is pretty much ready to come off here. Now with the brake drum out of the way, we'll focus on the center cap area here. Use a hammer and a chisel and carefully pry this out of place. Got a small pry bar, you can use that as well. Give that a quick inspection, make sure it is still reusable, and we'll set this aside. With the cap out of the way, we'll remove our 32mm axle nut. Use a small magnet. We'll remove our washer. Quick inspection, set it aside. Take hold of the bearing and remove it from the vehicle. There it is, friend. We'll clean and inspect the mounting point here. You can use some sandpaper or a wire brush. We'll double check the threads in this area. This looks good. Now that we have this cleaned, we'll use some anti-seize. Just a little bit. We'll spread it around with a gloved finger here. Now we can install our brand new wheel bearing and hub. Slide this right into position. Install your washer. Install your nut. For this, you want to make sure you bottom it out with a ratchet, never with an impact tool, and we'll torque it to 134 foot-pounds. The next thing that you need to do is continue on by driving the nut down inside of the slot that you can see along the top of the spindle. You can use a hammer and punch for this. Make sure it's pinned in there so there's no way this nut can loosen up on you while you're driving down the road. We'll continue on to the cover. If it looks like it's damaged in any way, you do want to put a sealant on there. Double check to make sure it's secure all the way around. You don't want any moisture making its way inside this area. Use some anti-seize on the mating surface here. Clean the mating surface on the back side of your drum. Now we can install the brake drum on the vehicle. One last quick inspection in this area and we can reinstall the wheel. If your vehicle has a hubcap, install that now. You want to make sure you pay attention to the valve stem hole. We'll get that aligned with the valve stem on the wheel. Start on all 4 of your 19mm lug nuts, bottom them out. We'll get the wheel safely back down on the ground and we can torque each of these lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds. With the wheel on the ground, we'll torque these in a crisscross manner. torqued. Okay friends, we finished our wheel bearing. At this point, hop in the passenger compartment, pump up the brake pedal till it's nice and firm, and then take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.